Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. Fires from deep. And Brown gets a three. Well, the center position is obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
Do you believe, B.A., that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on it.
So it's Oklahoma City now. It's a three-point game. Pass to Holmgren. Inside. Back to Williams. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. To the left side wing. From deep, Holmgren. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like, B.A., he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness. And the sky is the limit for this guy.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And we're about a minute into the first. Knocked away. Here's White. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Here's Williams. Dort outside. The three from Holmgren. Drills it from deep.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Pass to Tatum. Left side, Porzingis. And we're going to have a jump ball. Jump ball. It's Brown on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
That'll be a 5-second call. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. To the left wing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with the screen. The three is up. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Holmgren with the block. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Williams from long range. Boston with a rebound. Brown with it. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. Porzingis surveying the floor. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Back to Porzingis. Shoots over Holmgren. And that one's good. Porzingis.
ready to shoot. Porzingis fires.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now here's Tatum. The kick out to White. Left side, Porzingis. Going inside. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Porzingis at his size, that time impressive on the move.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by White. 1:33 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on White. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Kick out to Brown. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looks like plenty of room.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Ryan, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Ryan, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Outside, Brown. The kick to Tatum. Back to Brown. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Brown's got 5 now.
Even when Brown's shooting quickly, he's not rushing. He takes his time with his release.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Now here's White. No points so far. Here's Tatum. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And as the perimeter game took over, it seemed that the dominant big man went away a bit. Instead, the bigs just got more skilled, Brent.
Well, BA, dominant big men are really hard to come by. So when you do get one, there tends to be a lean. But yes, it's been about the skill of the big over the past few years, along with the game transitioning to the three-point line and picking up the pace. There'll be another big man out there who changes the game back to the low block, BA.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Brown. He's got 5. They kick it out to Porzingis. Here's Tatum. Holmgren with the block. They get it back. Here's Porzingis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You have the massive height, and then you add the skill. Porzingis, one of the more unique matchups in the NBA.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Pass to Dort. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Tatum. Tatum will take it all the way for the jam.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Williams from long range. Great D that time from Porzingis. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Tatum. Right side Brown. Porzingis for three. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And here's Caruso outside. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Holiday. The Thunder with the rebound.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Holmgren with it. Picked up by Tatum. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good with a layup. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
13 foul.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Porzingis in the post. Just 5 on the clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a very, very good ball handler, and when he explodes at that size, creates problems.
And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. The three from Holmgren. Chet from range.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Outside White. "26 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Oh, JB rattling the rim.
This guy has crazy hops. Brown levitates over the floor.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 in the quarter.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. It's Dort on the wing. Back to Williams. There's the three. Gets the three to fall. Williams has got 6.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. He loves seeing these type of results.
Jason Tatum. He's a sharpshooter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Here's the pick. Outside, Brown. On the wing, Holiday. With the drive. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
Dort outside. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on White. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Brown can't hit. Thunder leading by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. On the wing, Caruso. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And here comes the break. And White finishes off the break. Well done.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets the 3 ball to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. It's Dort on the wing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown, it's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Celtics trail by 3. Porzingis sets a screen. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And last season, Brent, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, B.A. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season.
Dort, right side. Sinks the tray. And the Thunder lead by 5.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 17. 50 move. Ooh, the confidence from Holmgren inside.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Tatum looking it over. Fires the three. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the three.
Pass to Caruso. 20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Williams. Now here's Caruso. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. And it's going to be a 3-second call. So it's Boston now. Here's White. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Thunder.
The Celtics, 35.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Celtics trail by 4. To the middle. And the jam by Brown.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Pass to Caruso. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
Now here's Tatum. The three, Porzingis. Second shot opportunity. Porzingis punishing inside.
Porzingis has that kind of touch at 7'3". He can hurt you in there.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso outside. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Taking it inside. SGA.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Outside Tatum. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to Holmgren. On the wing, Caruso. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And not messing around inside.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
And here's Brown for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And here's Caruso outside. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And when he was younger, Tatum would often try to do it all himself. But now he wants to keep everybody involved. And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with the three. Celtics trail by 5. It's Brown on the wing. And now they decide to foul intentionally. A minute 53 left to play in the fourth quarter.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
Pass to Brown. On the wing, Tatum. Brown with a screen. And the jam by Brown.
Oh, assertive play there by Brown, rising to the challenge of the moment.
To the wing on the left. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back. Three-pointer. Rebound Boston. A minute 6 left in the fourth quarter. Tatum to the rack. He's off on the layup. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. On the wing, Caruso. There's the drive. Holiday grabs the miss. Leading by 5. Tatum drives in. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. Lou Dort picks one up.
And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
26 seconds left to the fourth quarter. Seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a 3. He can't get that one to fall. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
And this comes down to whether they want to go for a 3 to win or send it to overtime with a 2. Either way, it's got to happen off this inbound pass.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
And this comes down to whether they want to go for a 3 to win or send it to overtime with a 2. Either way, it's got to happen off this inbound pass.
And so it's the Thunder who come out on top here. That was an incredible
It's the home of the Celtics here in Boston as 2K Sports brings you today's action live. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now, here's Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Brown. Outside, White. Now, here's Tatum. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one off George.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off.
Yeah, you have to have awareness and focus. Gilgeous-Alexander looking to make an impact defensively.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Pass to Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Tipped away. Holmgren in the corner. They get it back. Out to the right wing. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Pass to Porzingis. Holmgren with the steal. Good. The nice assist for Williams.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
And the shot goes down. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Tatum after Oklahoma City gets the three. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Brown. Outside Holiday. To the middle. The Celtics working the ball around now. Porzingis can't hit. The Thunder with the lead. Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over to the wing. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
Tatum looking around. Over in the corner, White. And here's the fast break. Holmgren leading the way. And finished off by Williams.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Here's Tatum. Dort grabs the miss.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Back to Holmgren. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. No good that time. Good if it goes. The shot, no good. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder out in front.
The Thunder, 11.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And it's the Celtics with the ball. It's a three-point game. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Makes it off the glass. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Add that to the repertoire of moves on the interior. KP doing work.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Love to see Derek White go right up with it off the catch. No doubt right there. Just get the jumper flowing.
Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Off target from outside. So it's the Thunder now. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. The layup off target. On the wing, Brown. And here's Porzingis for a three. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, in the modern NBA, a big that can shoot with range so important. Kristaps Porzingis from 3.
Here's Tatum. And the rejection by Holmgren. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time, and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. It seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, 2-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
There's Brown with the 3. Dort grabs the miss. Here's Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Takes a 3. The Thunder with another miss.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Oklahoma City trailing. Williams a screen. Now, here's Dort. Pass to Holmgren. And the 3 off target. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone.
Guys, how about that body control from Porzingis? You think it's easy at 7'3" to gut your way through that kind of contact? That's nice.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with